Hey everybody, this is Vince from Multiversity Comics. I'm here with the co-creators of Hoax Hunters, Mike Moreci and Steve Seeley. And we're going to be talking a little bit about Hoax Hunters today, as we do monthly with our Hoax Hunters Backstage Pass column. We're coming on the end of Season 1 for Hoax Hunters here in the next couple of issues. Is that right? Is it the next issue or?
Issue 13. Yeah, issue 13 is the end of Season 1, so 11 just came out yesterday. So yeah, 2 more months essentially through the end of the year.
All right, great. So for those of you reading our site for the first time and maybe you haven't checked out Hoax Hunters before, could you guys tell us a little bit about, maybe you could pitch Hoax Hunters on our viewers?
We are very well at pitching this. We do this all day long. Mike, you...
I do it? Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
That's what you talked about. We're very good at it. You're very good. Now, I raised the bar, so now here you go.
I said we're very good at it. We're very good at it.
So, we say Hoax Hunters like X-Files meets Mythbusters, where the Hoax Hunters is a reality show that they go out to different parts of the world and they show how, here's how aliens don't exist or monsters are fake and that kind of stuff. But in reality, that stuff is true and they're just covering it all up. And that's it. Right? Did I get it?
You got it. You got it. That's our pitch. That's our elevator pitch.
All right, sounds good. So, the last column that we did was for issue 11, and I just wanted to kind of catch everybody up to speed here. We had a big kiss in that issue between
Jack and Ken. Between Jack and Ken is very...
That's 12.
That's 12, sorry. And that's not just a kiss. It goes on, a lot of stuff happens.
Oh my.
Go very far.
It's a double-sized issue.
Yeah.
So you're going to go like Saga with that, with full on...
Oh, just terrible. It's terrible.
I think I speak for everybody when I say we can't wait. So there was the kiss, right? It was between Regan and Donovan. You guys know that I'm not too keen on Donovan. I don't really trust that guy. You're trying to convince me that he's got some light to him, but I don't know if I buy that.
I think that's kind of the thing throughout the arc, is that, like, actually through the whole series, was that he kind of was that, like, I mean, obviously, yeah, I think the team kind of saw him as something to not trust or something. I mean, they knew something wasn't right, but I know we've always saw like some kind of good side to him. It's something that we wanted to bring out, something we wanted to, I guess, bring to light.
Yeah, it's a question like how far gone is Donovan, you know, and it's hard to determine because, like, I think we're still trying to figure it out as well, you know. I think he does have redeeming qualities, but it's hard for him to kind of erase all the terrible things he does and has done, you know. So it's complicated. It makes him a little bit more complex because you see like some sympathy in him, but he's also awful.
Yeah, I think complex is the right word for him. And then on the other side, you've got Jack and Ken kind of dealing with the latest cryptid situation all over the country with the Thunderbirds. Where can we expect to see them end up by the end of Season 1 here?
Yeah, I don't think this will really give away. I think a lot of it kind of accumulates and kind of like ends where the part of the season has already taken, or part of the season has already taken place. So they kind of go back to Haunchyville, which is kind of like just this main area, and that's kind of where a lot of it gets brought back through.
Yeah, we'll see that come back, and I think it's the most action that we've had in an arc so far. That's a lot more heavily, paced in a more rapid way because so much more happening. This probably should have been 5 issues, but we like cramming into 4.
Yeah, it is really crammed in 4 issues. But
no, I think like by the end, like we'll see. I mean, that's like kind of like where the trajectory is going with the storyline, because that's tying a lot of the threads together in what Jack and Ken are tackling right now. So that'll all come to head at the very end of issue 13.
Great, and that's all going to be T-Rex Jones on art.
Yeah, he's in it through the end of the season. So yeah.
Great, that's fantastic. I know fans. I've heard a lot of fans who have really thought that the art has really stepped up with his arrival, and it's given the book a different tone. Not necessarily a better tone, but definitely a different one that is wrapping some other people into the story a little more.
Yeah, and I mean, those things we knew we wanted this arc to be darker. I mean, that was kind of the whole tone of it anyway. And like I thought, obviously we can do that with the story, but we can also do that with the art. And it was just a great fit. I mean, we had Tristan available, and we knew it would be just kind of a perfect transition.
Yeah, and he's great. I mean, he brings such like a dynamic style to it, and very unique, and very his human moments as well, like his character stuff is incredible. I mean, there's so many, the panels like in issue 11, we still marvel over that, the sequence between Donovan and Regan, the conversation at the restaurant that leads to the kiss. The expressions of Donovan are just, he just nails that so well, and he's terrific. He's a great artist and a great guy.
All right, so the end of season 1 is going to bring you a lot of action, a lot of character moments. What can we expect for the beginning of season 2 without giving too much away?
We do know that, sadly for you, Donovan takes Donovan becomes a main player. We keep him around, so he does not die a horrible death at the end of issue 13.
Just to be clear, it's not that I don't like him as a character, I just hate his guts, kind of, you know?
I think this thing, because he is that kind of like, I don't know, that kind of frenemy feel to him. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with him, and that's why we're like, we got to keep him around.
He's a great character, right?
He's a great. Yeah, he's so torn and everything.
And it'll take place with like 6 to 8 months after the end of season 1. So like, there's going to be, I mean, it'll be out in like 3 months, but like the actual like chain of events, it's going to be much later after what happens in season 1. This is much later after that, and time has passed, and which means a lot for what you'll see. But it's going to pick up later, and we're also kind of like doing a little. It's going to feel different, I think, season 2. Like we're taking a little different approach. Like sort of like the stories are going to be a little bit more pared back and do some more standalone stuff. Like we're trying to like make season 2 be unique from season 1 in a lot of different ways. Like, and just trying to do different things, because I mean, it's interesting to us, and it's a good way to like distinguish the story, you know, and like try to use this opportunity to be like, okay, well, let's try to, you know, push stuff a little bit further than what we had done before. So it'll be fun. We're looking forward to that. I mean, we're looking forward to the end of season 1. Like 13 is going to be amazing. You know, I've totally patting myself on the back, but 13 is going to be great. I'm so excited. It's nice to pull these threads together and really see some cool stuff happen.
Yeah, well, this is clearly a passionate project for you guys. You mentioned something about jumping ahead in time for the second season. Can we expect flashbacks to fill in what we don't get to see, or are you going to kind of tease that stuff out as the story goes along?
Yeah, I guess we'd probably tease it out. I mean, we haven't really talked that much about it, but I mean, obviously, a lot of stuff happens in that, you know, in that 8 months off or whatever. And so, yeah, I mean, we'll definitely kind of tease, you know, by kind of filling in the gaps and where they go from there.
Yeah, those 8 months will be very important to Jack. Those that we'll say, I could say, those 8 months are, especially to him, it's very, very meaningful. So we'll have to fill in a lot of his gaps, which will be really cool, which will be fun.
Some stuff in the multiverse.
Potentially. I mean, that's where all roads are heading. So it'll be very cool. Yeah, we're excited about that, I think. Yeah.
Great. Well, I guess the last thing I'd like to ask you guys is, for anyone who hasn't checked out Hoax Hunters yet, why would season 2 be a perfect jumping on point for them?
I mean, we do see it. I mean, obviously, you're going to have the history to characters that you might not, you know, I mean, there is 13 issues that come before these characters, but we are going to start it out as a good jumping on point. I mean, we really will. I mean, we'll kind of reestablish the characters. It will have a different tone. It's going to feel like, I guess it's going to feel like a different book with, you know, already pre-existing characters. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to change the mythos. We don't want to change anything like that, but it will be, I guess, kind of a good fresh start.
Yeah, and it's a book that, like, I think has been well received, and you know, we continue to, our numbers fortunately grow, and like hopefully season 2 people see it as an opportunity to, you know, check it out and get, you know, give it a shot. And it's like, you know, you come in, we'll probably have Tristan and art and stuff like that, so it'll be a nice book to check out. And like Steve said, it'll be its own thing in a lot of ways. I mean, we're going to continue the groundwork we've laid, but it'll also be, you know, very much its own thing, and that, I think that'll be exciting.
Well, I wish you guys the best of luck, and I really appreciate you letting us in on this Backstage Pass article that we do every month. And
it's been a blast, man. It really is.
You do a great job. Your questions are amazing, man. We really appreciate it. It's awesome.
Should I hand you some money right now?
Exactly. Exactly. But make sure it's only a 1. It's like, oh.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.